So we are 1 week now, yay, into baby-led weaning. You've done really well, darling. Oh, yes you have. No, seriously, you've done very well, honestly. I'm just kind of getting into a little bit of a routine now. So I found it a little bit at first, it's another thing to think about. So I just got breastfeeding nailed, that's fine. That was all stressful at the beginning, and then it got really easy and I could just shove on my boob and it was done. And then I had to think about food and nutritious food and not eating cake every single day, which is kind of what I had been doing. So it was difficult to kind of get into that routine. At first I was just kind of playing around with food and letting her kind of have bits and pieces. But then that meant obviously making something separate for me, making something for her, and that's a lot of work. So I've kind of got into a bit of a routine where we have 2/3 meals a day. I'll make her sort of 2 meals especially, and then she'll have a bit of my lunch. So we have a breakfast around 8 in the morning, so she'll have her first feed, just the usual boob feed. Then she'll have a breakfast about 8 o'clock, which will be a baby porridge. There's a really nice apricot baby porridge that she has. She might have toast, and I can just make myself some toast as well, or a few chopped up bits of fruit. I can make myself my own fruit salad as well, so that works quite well. No to broccoli. Do you want some mushroom? Mushroom slimy. Ooh. And then lunchtime she'll just pick something off my plate. So we went out for lunch yesterday, and she just had a little bit of the tuna, a little bit of the pepper that was on my plate. And then in the kind of late afternoon, I'm doing her a little bit of a tea before her dad gets home from work. And it's just, I make it nice and easy, so I just do whatever we've done the last night, whatever Tim and I have had for dinner. So last night we had a stir fry, and we just cooked up the vegetables nice and big and chunky for her to get hold of. And then before we added the salt and the stir fry sauce and everything, obviously I made that from scratch, but before we add the salt and the stir fry sauce, we just take hers out, shove them in the fridge, and then Bob's your uncle, got a nice tea for you later on. So it's working out all right so far, isn't it? It's not too stressful, so it just means that I'm not having to constantly think, right, I've got to make a meal for me and then I've got to make a meal for her as well. And hopefully that's kind of a good sort of habit to continue in as well, because it just means that we can all eat together at the table as a family. I'm not having to think, okay, I've got to make her baby special food. Oh, you're right. You've got broccoli on your nose. Yes, you have. And I don't want to be kind of thinking that she's going to have all of my weird hang-ups about food. I would only eat pasta with cheese and tomato until I was about 18. Seriously. So I really wanted to get into eating fresh fruit and vegetables and chicken and stuff like that. Oh, another thing someone said is that, I wonder if this might still be a bit hot. Yeah, it's probably a little bit hot for you. Is to drink a bit of water too. So I've boiled up some water. I've just put it in a sippy cup. She's not brilliant at the sippy cup. And she should be drinking a bit of water because they can get a bit bunged up when they first start having food. She's not brilliant at the sippy cup. She's taking a little bit out of it, but to be honest, she's teething at the moment anyway. She's doing like 6 poos a day. Again, she's just got down to 2. You just got down to 2 poos a day, and now you're up to 6. Which is why she's a little bit grizzly as well today. Sorry, I'm just teasing you with that exciting water there. We'll have that in a little bit. Yeah, good? Oh, good. So yeah, so we have breakfast, she has a bit of my lunch, and then whatever we had yesterday for dinner. And she's so happy. Look at her.